Lovers of freedom, children of the Most High, Umuchineke, fellow Biafrans, the country of light, the land of the rising sun, I greet you all. Raphael Chamaka Jere once again. I am uploading a video from my Prime Minister Odoguma Simon Ekpa, the Dragon. I salute you, my Prime Minister, Obato B1 of Biafra land. The man they could not stop. The hard nut they could not crack. The finisher that have come to end it all. All the nightmare that Biafrans have been through. All the midnight cry. All the wetting of the pillows with our tears. The only one that have come to put an end to it. The one that Chukwuka Kabiama have set apart for this divine job. And this divine justice we are passing on the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. You saw those pictures and you saw the video of Shetima, the Boko Haram founder, and his Fulani friends and partners meeting, sitting down to meet with Alexander Stubb, the president of Finland. A friend of truth, a friend of justice, a friend of equity, a friend of fairness. You cannot, eat your cake and have it. You cannot be living in terrorism and think the world of justice and fairness. Societies that understand what justice and fairness is, you think they will come and embrace you or have anything to do with you? What a pity. Now, our Prime Minister has something to say about that. You're going to watch this video and you're going to share it. You're going to tell them that this Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has come to finish the job. He has come to restore sanity to Biafra, sanity to that part of the world. Watch it, share it, and make it go viral. Raphael Chamaka Jere here, Pastor Vam, Airborne. I love you all. And as you watch, please don't fail to subscribe to this channel and make sure you share. Blessings, everyone.
Founder of the Boko Haram, who is the current vice president of Nigeria, meeting with my president, which I know very well personally, Alexander Stubb. One thing everybody should know is that we are a country of rule of law. The president of Finland is not there at the United Nations to discuss Simon Ekpa, so he will not give that attention to them. That's number one. And because Nigeria is a very stupid country, ruled by foolish people, ruled by criminals, they don't know what is called rule of law. They don't understand where their boundary ends as leaders, as they address themselves. So they may go there and with the motive of telling President Stubb that, oh, what are you going to do to that Simon Ekpa? So, of course, Stubb will never ever respond and answer them. That is, just take it from me. So what they did was to come and say they are soliciting for Finland support. Is it Finland that is the only country that came to the United Nations that they have singled out Finland to give Finland support? I look at them and I laugh. What about their godfather, United Kingdom? What about other countries? What about the other brothers that are fighting against Israel? They have not approached them. The man is going to France every second week, and he's very good with the French president. Why did they not mention France? Why, on all the countries in this world, these criminals and terrorists did not see any country worthy? They are telling you, they just want to use it to do media propaganda in Nigeria, nothing else. They will say, let us go there and take pictures with Stubb, and then we use it to do propaganda so that they will know whether Simon Ekpa will run away. I live here for many years. I have known Stubb for many, many years. So it's not about even knowing Stubb, Mr. President, but it's about following the rule of law. I have not done anything wrong. What I'm doing is right, and I will stand my ground anywhere, any day to defend whatever I'm doing today for the freedom of my people. My fellow Biafrans, in the early hour of today, 1st October 2024, the Biafra Defense Forces has destroyed, neutralized the proposed facility that was built to house and train Boko Haram in a place called Ehimembano in Imo State, former Imo State. Any more of such facility will be destroyed by Biafra forces. We call on Biafrans to give credible information on any further project of the Nigeria terrorist state targeted at bringing in Boko Haram for training in Biafra land, or to be used to house fighters that the intention was to use against Biafra forces. Because the Nigeria terrorist army has been defeated, and all they do is to bring in fighters in whatever guise.
I have a message. I have a message for President Macron. Today, Israel is defending itself on 7 fronts against the enemies of civilization. We're fighting in Gaza against Hamas, those savages who murdered, raped, beheaded, and burned our people on October 7th. We're fighting in Lebanon against Hezbollah, the most heavily armed terror organization in the world, which was planning an even greater massacre than October 7th on our northern border, and that has rocketed Israeli towns and cities for nearly a year. We're fighting against the Houthis in Yemen and the Shiite militias in Iraq and Syria that together have launched hundreds of drones and missile attacks against Israel. We're fighting against terrorists in Judea and Samaria who are trying to murder civilians in the heart of our cities. And we're fighting against Iran, which last week fired over 200 ballistic missiles directly at Israel, and which stands behind the 7-front war against Israel. As Israel fights the forces of barbarism led by Iran, all civilized countries should be standing firmly by Israel's side. Yet President Macron and some other Western leaders are now calling for an arms embargo against Israel. Shame on them. Is Iran imposing an arms embargo on Hezbollah, on the Houthis, on Hamas, and on its other proxies? Of course not. The axis of terror stands together. But countries who supposedly oppose this terror axis call for an arms embargo on Israel. What a disgrace. Well, let me tell you this. Israel will win with or without their support. But their shame will continue long after the war is won. For in defending ourselves against this barbarism, Israel is defending civilizations against those who seek to impose a dark age of fanaticism on all of us. Rest assured, Israel will fight until the battle is won, for our sake and for the sake of the peace and security of the entire world.